Now there is another aspect of this quote that I want to talk about. Does the Bible agree with Jean-Jacques Rousseau on that matter? Do the law agree with Jean-Jacques Rousseau? I don't say that I am a person of law, but I observe things and I see stuff around me and I come with a conclusion. Okay? Uh, when Jean-Jacques Rousseau said we are good by nature, the Bible says no. The Bible clearly states that we are all human beings, all people. I don't have the verse with me here. I'll try to find for you. All the creation, the people, have been corrupted by the sin originally, since Adam and Eve didn't obey the law that God gave them. And then from then, the humankind has been corrupted. So the Bible is clearly saying that from the birth already, from birth, we are already corrupted by sin. That's why God sent His only Son so we can accept that yes, we were not good by nature, but we need His blood, His salvation, the salvation of our soul, because we are not good by nature. And I will clearly give you an example. I remember it was years ago, it was a story that was well known everywhere. There were a group of three kids, and I made the world completely shocked. Three kids, there was a very young one and two very young, I don't know the age, they weren't more than 10 years old, not more than 10 years old, but the youngest probably was maybe 6 years old, something like that, wasn't talking very good. So the two olders were playing together, and the youngest, if I remember the story right, trying to play with them, because at some age, the little kids, they want to be with the grown-up ones, and then they didn't want to be with him every time. So I don't know what happened, but the story said that the two kids took the younger one, they were far from the neighborhood, and they killed him with stones. They threw stones at him until he died, and they hid his body, and they came back to their houses as if nothing happened. So then later the parents were looking for the younger one, the small one, and then they found he was dead. And then the police was involved, and they was looking who killed the little one, and then to find out that the two other kids killed him. That story shocked the world. I don't know where it happened, in what country it happened, but it was really shocking. So it just tells you something, that who taught this kid to take the time to take the younger one, kill him up until his death, and then hide him and come back home like nothing happened. Who taught them that? Nobody. It's inside them. You see sometimes some video of people who show you that the younger and the baby, the older kid and the little brother or sister, sibling are playing, and the mom is carrying the younger one. And then when the mom put the little one on the bed, the older come and just hit the little one because he's jealous. Who teach him to be jealous? Nobody. Nobody. So it clearly showed to us that there is something that the human nature is bad naturally. In that sense, Jean-Jacques Rousseau is wrong. Clearly, when you see things that are good, people tend to adapt and to be attracted to something that is bad very fast, faster than what is good. If you teach something good to people, it will be difficult. Why do you think that every time when you go in the street, you go in the metro, you go everywhere, there is always laws everywhere? There are always some laws, instruction, don't do this, don't do that, because I believe that the law knows that human beings are not good by nature. They probably in the law, in the justice, in the court, They heard so many stories that made no sense, that someone can come out of nowhere and hurt someone else for no reason. And I believe that the law will definitely not agree with Jean-Jacques Rousseau, because if we agree with what Jean-Jacques Rousseau said completely, it's like people will not be accountable for their action. So they have to be accountable. Yes, your parent probably hurt your feeling when you are young. Yes, someone stole you, but do you have to do the same thing that someone did to you? At some point, someone must pay for the action. In that sense, I don't think that the law agree. I don't think that the Bible agree with Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Someone has to be accountable for an action. And for the story of these two kids who killed the other one, the small one, I remember that the people was now, it was the debate like whether if children should go to jail or not, because it was very shocking. It was very shocking. And I think there are other stories like that when you have young kids, young teenagers attacking and killing others for no reason, and then or because anger, you know. And it's very interesting to see that in a way that, wow, so human nature is not good. And that's why there are so many laws. Look everywhere, in your passport, because it's written something, don't do that, don't do this. You go out, you go out, you go in the street, you go in the airport, you go, there's always don't do this, don't do that, don't smoke here. Because I assume that the law also assume that with the stories, with experience, with histories that saw, human being, human nature is not good by, human beings are not good by nature. They know it, they observe it, and that's why there is always law. I remember I asked to a friend of mine, why don't you sing songs to just educate people? And he told me, it's going to be difficult because people do not want what is good anymore. They want to listen to something that is like, you know, bad, shocking, revealing. And nowadays, if you put music that have really good lyrics, people do not want it. They want something like, oh, I want a beach, I want this, I want sex, I want money. And that is very sad, and that's what people like. It just tells you somewhere that we are not good by nature, and that's why the Bible says we are not good by nature. So nobody corrupt us. The evil, the bad side is already inside us. It's already inside us. And for that reason, I do not agree with Jean-Jacques Rousseau in that part. And Jean-Paul Sartre, hell is not others. Sometimes hell is inside of us. You see people cursing others for no reason. If you go to some places, people creating stuff just to, it's bad. So anyway, I see you in another video and I say bye. Au revoir. Au revoir.